All right, so we are in the AI gold rush. Now, I'm back home for Thanksgiving in Canada. It's getting a little cooler here, but it's important to note that we are in the AI gold rush. Right now I've never experienced something like this before. Not too many people have. Again, like I've said before, this is not the Industrial Revolution. This is not the .com era. This is completely new. We've never seen something like this before. Essentially, it's like being at a grocery store and having the only food item available. Everyone, and I talk to 6, 7, 8 founder, 8-figure businesses every week. And everyone right now, obviously the buzzword is AI. Everyone's looking to adapt AI. Everyone's looking how to implement it into their businesses to make life easier. Now, you do have to be careful. I see it again. I see it quite often where a lot of people start implementing these automations or implementing these systems into their businesses, and it actually makes it worse. So you have to be careful what you're augmenting, because a lot of the time you think you're actually doing your business good, and in hindsight you're actually just spending more because it does become costly. You have to be careful with that. It becomes costly, and it's actually just making quote unquote more noise, right? So there's something I'm fascinated with right now. It's noise and signal. Kevin O'Leary, he says Steve Jobs was one of the top individuals he ever noticed or got to know that had the ratio of signal to noise. And he says the only individual that beat Steve Jobs is Elon Musk. And look where Elon Musk is. And so there's something where, a little buggy out here, there's something where you have to be careful of how much noise these automations are actually creating in your business. Is it signal, which is basically, is it productive? Is it actually moving the needle? Or is it just noise? For instance, a classic example is your Slack channels. Like all these business owners, myself included, have a bunch of Slack channels and they just go off constantly all day. And it's just a lot of noise. It's not that productive. It's hard to get deep work in. Read Deep Work. It's a fantastic book. And you realize a lot of this is actually not productive. So just be careful again with what you're going about automating in your company. Is it actually moving the needle? Is it actually efficient? Is it actually helping your coworkers, your employees build stuff and actually move the needle for your business and make your life easier? If not, I think you might want to rethink the notion of implementing automation, because a lot of people don't know how to do it correctly just yet. But that's for a different conversation. We are in a gold rush. So again, you are the only individual at the grocery store with a piece of food, and everyone wants it. From people that are just starting out, from like every age group is interested in AI right now. And it makes more sense. Again, the whole notion of going to local businesses was that, local businesses are not up with the now, right? And they don't know how to implement maybe paid ads, or don't even have CRMs. So right now you could go to local businesses and like everyone knows AI, and the amount of, like, you have OpenAI, you have Google, you have Meta, you have Nvidia. They're all investing hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions of dollars into AI. And so really, are we in a bubble? Sure, we could be. Who knows? That's not for me to really discuss, nor do I care. Because again, if you're the only one with a piece of food at the grocery store, and if you really go about it properly right now, you could obviously, one, provide the marketplace with immense value, and number two, have first mover advantage. Now, first mover advantage is massive in any market. That's why OpenAI, they have fantastic products. I think they're taking the Apple approach, which is basically just making user-friendly, super simple, and obviously having a good product and having the marketing behind it. Now, I think there are better LLMs out there. I love Claude for certain things, and obviously, there's another video, I can maybe link it to here, where basically it shows which LLM you should be using. But OpenAI is not the greatest. And ChatGPT 5, a lot of people were commenting, what happened to ChatGPT 4? I loved it way more. And so there's actually, what they did was they changed it, video coming soon on that, how to actually use ChatGPT 5 and make it better than ChatGPT 4. It's not broken. It's just they actually they architected it differently. So there's so much opportunity right now with AI, and you just have to actually seek it out. You just have to learn. And if you're trying to go to local businesses, or you're trying to start an agency, I don't think the agency model As we know, today is going to be the same. I think it's going to drastically change. But I do think like AEO, agentic engine optimization, or just having it through chat, right? Because you're going to obviously you're going to start selling products through chat. You're going to start advertising through chat. That's really the only way they're going to be able to keep investing, right? So even though people are paying a monthly subscription for these LLMs, they're going to probably have to take, just like anything like a Facebook marketplace, where you act like Facebook, where you have to advertise to continue to make dollars. So learning how to do that, it's going to be super valuable for not only companies right now, but future companies. And so you were in an AI gold rush. Right now, I'm learning automation. That's going to be gone. I said before, having a flexible mindset is super, super, super crucial, because everything's just going to switch instantly, and you have to be ready to pivot, and you can't really be emotional about it. You just simple, okay, pivot, next thing. So I'm learning automation right now. I'm automating some of my own tasks, and it's going to be over, right? Shortly. So I got to pivot soon, but whatever. I would like to think I'm better for it. So right now I'm learning automations. I'm learning more about the LLMs. It's crazy, and I'm going to do some videos about it. Just marketing in general, like the quote unquote vibe marketing, I think it's better now than when they first came out with it. But just knowing how to navigate around these LLMs, how to use them properly, how to prompt efficiently. Prompt engineering is going to become massive. Like I said before, if you can prompt, the difference between individuals getting certain outputs is what you put into it, right? It's an input-output game. So if your prompt sucks, yeah, you're going to think the LLM sucks. And, don't tell me that they're investing hundreds of millions and then you're going to say it sucks. It doesn't suck. It's just you don't know how to proficiently prompt. So I can show you that. But you have to be actively seeking information within this realm, this field, this industry, whatever it is. You move where the money is, and the money is going into AI very, very quickly. Is it a bubble? Sure. .com, people are gonna make millions. Millionaires are gonna be made instantly off this industry, off just the back end of AI, whatever that looks like in the future. Sure, there's pros and cons to AI. I'm not saying there isn't, but I'm just saying, learn this stuff. Read the books, listen to the podcasts, understand understand the philosophy of AI and how that looks, understand the ethics of AI and how that looks, understand how these things work and move, and understand the use cases, more importantly, if you're trying to make a quick flip, trying to make a quick dollar. Learn the use cases of these LLMs, because that is super important, and learn who's going to benefit from it the most. So again, if you're going to local businesses, a lot of local businesses don't even have a CRM or even a a proper website set up. They don't even have SEO. So if you go in there and be like, hey, you can still go with that same approach. Now you just use AI, but you don't tell them you use AI. That's the key. You just automate a lot of it without them knowing, and you can whip up. The beautiful thing is too, a lot of these, quick little thing here, a lot of these local businesses have no reference point to how much certain things cost. So like a good website's like $5,000 to $10,000, maybe even $3,000, depending on who you're getting it from. But if you want like a solid 10 out of 10 website, it's a lot of money. Even like landing pages can still go for a lot of money, right? Back in the day, you'd hire a copywriter, or you'd have a sales letter, or a funnel, and you'd pay thousands of dollars, like $10,000 to $15,000 for such things. Now, obviously, the price has gone. The price has decreased because now it's getting a bit commoditized, specifically with AI, right? Especially because of AI. But what you want to do is you go to local businesses and you say, hey, I can fix your website. It's not going to cost you $5,000. Don't worry about that. It's going to cost maybe $1,500. A lot of them could probably spit that out. That's chump change to a lot of these businesses. I'm running ads for one company right now, and they're a 7-figure business. And so if you're going to pitch them on such services, be like, hey, I can do it for $1,500. Don't worry. It's not crazy. Yet the margin is insanely high because the LLM's doing it for you, and it can be done in like 30, 40 minutes. And then obviously, yes, you can just improve it a little bit here and there, especially if you're competent in the thing you're already doing. It's game over. It's absolutely insane. And right now, obviously, there's this arbitrage opportunity where no one was really on it just yet. Sure, I mean, AI is the buzzword and it's in the limelight and everyone's talking about it, but no one's really utilizing it and no one really knows how it interacts with things, right? Even when I talk about automations, it sounds cool and all, yet half of them don't even work and half of them are not even going to be like, again, it's a ton of noise. So again, be careful. But right now it's a great selling proposition, I will say. And more importantly, because automation is going to go away. I mean, OpenAI is going to basically just like eat that up. That's going to be a thing of the past. A lot of this will be a thing of the past. So you have to keep learning about AI and you have to be kind of just on the forefront, because right now we're all students. That is the one critical thing right now I want you to take it away. We're all students. We're such an infant market. We're all students right now. And if you can kind of just tap in for a little bit, a few months, just kind of dig in a little bit, you know, like I think Hormozi says if you just put in like 20 hours into anything, you're basically like pretty proficient at it, which is like, you know, it's kind of true. You know, like it doesn't take much to learn. So if you just kind of lock in a little bit for a month or whatever, or just start learning about it and just telling your current clients about it, or just going into the marketplace and saying, hey, I can help you with this whole AI thing, I think you'll be better off for it. And I think it's definitely an easy sell. Definitely an easy sell. And again, you don't even have to sell the AI. You just have to sell the service, and then you use AI on the back end. And if you want, you can sprinkle in, hey, we're doing AI automations or whatever. But learn it. You have to learn it. You have to start learning whatever this thing looks like. Okay. So start, again, reading it, start listening to the podcasts, start with Lex Friedman, start with, you know, all these kind of prominent figures that bring on these guests that you can learn from. And just try everything. Sure, you're going to have to pay a little bit, you know, for these LLMs. You can even use the free models, right? But just start testing, trying, iterating, and start talking about it. Okay. So that's kind of that. Again, here for Thanksgiving. Yeah, keep learning, and we'll dive deeper into it as we go, as we move forward. But talk to you tomorrow. Take care.